this is the one time I'm going to address this. No, I did not go to Alvin the Chipmunk's concert. I went to Alvin's memorial. Because I may not agree with everything he said, or that I did, and I would vote for him if he went for president. I did not go. I do not support them in any way. I just go to every memorial I've ever been to. Ever seen, I've gone to that memorial. Except for all the other ones I haven't gone to, which is all of them. But I want you to know this. That's the only time I'm going to address it. Hannah Brown. Hannah Brown. What a flop of a cold open that was. Yeah, that sucked. I'll be honest, it sucked because I am pretty sick right now. Do I look it? No, I don't. Because I am, not that. Because I don't look sick because I'm really good at makeup. Ooh, really good, yes. Just don't ask me to remove both sides of my hair because maybe my wings aren't even related. Hey, maybe they make me look crazy. Anyway, in this episode, it's going to be probably a short one because, as I said, I'm sick. My throat hurt. Not because of that. Not because of that. I don't know. I might be sick, like got a disease sick. Or like, I just have dust in my throat or something. I think it's probably or like it's hay fever. Because I'm not, like my family is sick right now. And did I see them on the weekend? But I don't know if I have what they have because it's manifesting differently. Anyway, yeah, so in this episode we are literally doing 2 segments. We are doing a quiz because maybe I forgot last episode. Maybe I said I was going to do one and then I completely forgot. And then we're also going to do Put You On, but a revamped version. And actually, I'm going to do Put You On first, because guess what? I have notes that I have to get out, but I have notes. Yeah, oh my god. I'll tell you about it when I get to that segment. Anyway, besides being sick, what's been going on with me? First of all, I'm looking good. Yeah, you can't see my whole outfit, but my whole outfit looks good, and I would do a OOTD, but unfortunately there are people in the studio, and I don't want to be witness doing that. Hey, actually, I feel very judged by them, but also today, I don't know what's in the water, but I feel like everybody and their nen is staring at me. And I don't even look that crazy. I've looked more terrible. Girl, my eyelashes do not hold a curl. I'm actually pissed. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so I looked good today. I cleaned my apartment. I think that's maybe why I'm sick. Because I inhaled cleaning supplies. Maybe that's why. I hope I'm better by tomorrow. Or at least I hope I'm not sick on the weekend. Because hey, maybe I have a birthday party. And maybe I should sit on this side of the mic. I'm just like this the entire time. You can't see me at all. Anyway. What else? That's probably about it. The next couple weeks, I think, I'm busy as hell. I got a birthday party this weekend. I've got a party 2 weekends later. I have one on the 4th and then one on the 18th. That's 2 weekends apart, right? And then I think I have an engagement on like the 11th of November. Maybe one on the 1st, maybe one on the 30th of October. And then probably one at the end of November as well. And then it's Christmas. And then it's New Year's. And then it's my birthday. Everybody cheer for my birthday. for my birthday. And then it's, I don't know, some other shit. Honestly, after my birthday and Christmas, it's kind of a write-off. Yeah. So I think that's all I have for the intro. Maybe. I'm sorry about the sniffle. I will sniffle most times. MB, guys, but probably will happen. So me just stirring the real radio show, my ops, the people, some of which I literally have class with, some of which I have multiple classes with, some of which I just had a nice conversation with, one of which runs the UCFM social media, which I just asked to collab with me on a post, and they haven't yet, so what's up with that? What's up with that? Hey, guess what? Maybe my hair's in my microphone and I can't really hear myself. So I'm really paranoid that you can't hear me at all. But if I go louder, then I'm too loud. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, I'm going to be mad. Oh my god, I am so spaced out. I truly apologize. But yeah, let's do Put You On, version 2. Alright, welcome back to Put You On. Well, technically it's welcome to Put You On, because it's version 2. Now, I would like to point out that I don't have 1 page of notes. I have 2 pages of notes. 2 full pages of notes, and I stopped taking notes halfway through and then came back at the end. So, yeah, we've put effort in. We've considered, we've thought about it before walking into the studio. We're locked in. Weekly episodes means locked in, I told you. Anyway, so the vibe is every week I want to, actually critically discuss. I want to talk about a movie, show, album, blah, 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 blah. And then, review it, actually. And, and I'll say if you should go watch it. I will put you on or not. Anyway, so the first movie, you're like, oh, did Jasper get an early screen into Wicked for good? Did they watch one of the many 2025 movies they have refused to watch? Nope. I rewatched for at least the 3rd time Ghostbusters from I'm going to say 84, but I actually don't know when it came out. I should have googled this. Ghostbusters 1984. Yep, I was right. 1984 is when this came out. If you haven't watched it, spoiler alerts, but basically there's ghosts and these 4 guys bust on them. Okay, but actually, so 3 colleagues, 3 scientist colleagues at a university, one's a psychologist and the other 2 investigate paranormal activity. But they all work in the same office basically, and they all are under the same grant because they all are doing supernatural findings. Big Man, which is what's he face's character, I'll put him on the screen. This guy, not Robin Williams, the other one. He Robin Williams, but he is in it, and he is it's a scene at the start where it's a girl and the boy, and he's flirting with the girl by telling her that she guesses the cards right, even though she never does, and then the boy always gets it wrong and gets the shock, even though he gets it right in the end. So it kind of does prove his theory that negative reinforcement can actually increase psychic ability, I guess, is the experiment. I think that's basically what it is that if you get zapped enough, you'll guess what the card is, because your brain will unlock a thing, and they can't prove it. But he'd rather flirt with a girl. Also, I lied. I did have 3 pages of notes. Yeah. So, but okay. Sorry. Anyway, so they're working with that, and then there's a ghost in the library. They go and they witness it, and then they get fired from the university job, so they go into the private sector. And they buy the firehouse, and then they turn into Ghostbusters. And then their first client is Sigourney Weaver's character. I forget her name. It's probably in my notes. When she sees Zool in her refrigerator. And then, the whole movie is about why is Zool in her refrigerator? Why are there all of a sudden so many ghosts? And then in the end, you find out it's because Zool and the gatekeeper or whatever, the other guy, is coming, and they're going to destroy the world. Judgment Day, and then the Ghostbusters beat them, and then woohoo, the guy gets the girl, blah blah blah. Now, I don't think I'm gonna read through all my notes, because they're all, to be honest, they're all kind of like one-liners that are either funny, well, I think are funny, or just me generally writing something down. I'm not good at taking notes, but anyway, first thing I want to talk about is that I love the vibe, the aesthetic, I guess, of like the decade of like the 10 years between 1980 and 1990, like 1984 and 94. Oh my god, like late 80s, early 90s. Jesus Christ, I don't know. I just love how they dressed. I love how the footage isn't clear, like it's not HD or whatever. Love it. I have a weird opinion that I think we don't need high quality cameras anymore. We never needed them. Like in like the 90s, 2000s, like camcorders was as good of quality we needed. Like even this iPad is too high of quality for me. That's what I think, because like why would you want to look at why do you want to see someone's pores? Like why is that a selling point? Why is that a selling point for cameras? Like that's weird to me. Anyway, but yeah, I just liked how it looked, and like just everything about it. Like yeah, like, and I don't know why from this I started watching the animated series, like Batman the animated series from the 90s, and also the Smurfs from like the 80s last night for some reason. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, speaking of the opening scene with the the movie opens, oh my god, let me take a breath. The movie starts with a librarian putting books away, and then she gets a ghost, and then when she sees the ghost and she screams, it goes into the Ghostbusters theme song. And I said, oh, iconic opening. Yes. I really should have. I'm glad I went into that. Yeah, and then speaking of the card scene, I don't really get, I get the joke of it, and I understand why he does the thing at the start where he shows the guy the card that he got it wrong, buzzes him, then doesn't show the girl, but then he continues to keep showing the boy until he gets it wrong, then he doesn't. And I don't get why they couldn't just not show them the cards either way. Like, to me, that just took me out of the joke, so why wouldn't... Well, obviously that probably is what happens, actually. The guy gets pissed and then he walks off, so he probably realizes that's what's happening. And then also, I think it's really, I love the vibe of 90s and 80s movies, but some of the character archetypes are weird, in my opinion. I think that's a very, common opinion these days, but, Vecman, the guy I showed earlier, I don't know, I forget his name. He... Also, if you're listening, not watching, Google Ghostbusters, and then whoever has the last name Beckman is who I'm talking about. Anyway, I think the archetype of guy really horny, that and his flaw is he wants to have sex with women is weird, but otherwise he's like totally normal and he's charming even. That's what Beckman is. In this, he's like, at the start, he's like, I don't believe in ghosts. This is ridiculous. And then he sees a ghost, and then that's when he believes it, because he's seen it with his own eyes. Scientific method. But then also, I'll talk about it later, but when Sigourney Weaver, spoiler alert, gets possessed and wants to have sex with him because she thinks he's the gatekeeper, he nearly does, even though he knows she's possessed. What? Like, oh, I know you're this possessed old god, male god, in their, what they think, by the way. So in 90s, he's okay with that. Anyway. And just all around the logic is weird, like, he doesn't have sex with her in the end, and he drugs her instead, which is probably the only ethical time that's happened in the show, or maybe. It's like, yeah. Maybe put the demon to sleep. Anyway, next thing. Oh my god, the soundtrack, besides even just the theme, but all of it, like, the actual, licensed songs, and then the, I was gonna say choreographed, the actual, like, instrumental music, whatever, is so good. Like, I literally say the soundtrack is so, period. Anyway, yeah, and then also, I kind of think when they get the grant revoked, they play it like the dean or whatever is evil and like a bad guy and is shit, and like, this is so unreasonable. Why would he do that? It makes perfect sense. They haven't gotten any results, and then they kind of make a joke about that. Literally, in one of the quotes I have, it's not Beckman, the other guy, not the weird autistic one, or the non-scientist that comes in later. He says, I've worked in the private sector, they expect results, and I thought that was really funny. Even though the university also... Anyway, who cares? This is a bad segment, but I promise you next week will be good. It's just me sucking because I am sick as hell. And I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Oh my god, okay. So Lois is the other, like, the comic actor in the first couple, who's the neighbor of Sigourney Weaver. He also plays the parody Darth Vader in Spaceballs, and he's in other stuff too, obviously. I think he's in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. No, he's in Little Shop of Horrors. Anyway, he's in a lot of stuff. Anyway, in this, I'll also put a picture up. But when you first meet him, he's in a tracksuit, and I wrote, how is Lois and his pants so short? And then I said, he's creepy but in a nice for the 90s way. And yeah, that's like his vibe, is that like, now he's just creepy, but then he's like kind of like back in the 90s and 80s, that scene is like sweet, even though he's like really weird and like won't take a hint from Sigourney. Again, don't remember her character name. But yeah, I just saw the visual of him having pants like cut off at his calves, and also being so much shorter than Sigourney Weaver was really funny. Oh, and then in the scene when she's getting haunted, she has Stay Puft Marshmallows, which of course is the big bad villain in the end, and I know that. I was like, oh wow, good foreshadowing. Which, for a movie with a lot of plot holes, I am surprised that they would go to that effort of like, oh, she bought these marshmallows, because in the end, they do marshmallows. Again, sorry for sniffling. Maybe I'll censor it, I don't know. First line on the next page. Meemaw is so cunty. Because of course, Meemaw, the character who plays Meemaw in Young Sheldon, also plays the receptionist in these movies. Unfortunately, I do forget her name. But again, I'll probably put a picture or something from Google when I Google the cast right here. Maybe I won't. Who knows? And then I have I have 3 quotes in order, all from the next 2 scenes of Sigourney Weaver getting haunt. No, I have 4 quotes, and these are all from after the haunting. Anyway, who cares? The weird autistic guy. I don't know why I'm going weird and autistic, but he is both weird and probably autistic. I do think he is just generally a weirdo. Maybe I'm gonna bleep out this weird end, that second bit, so you don't know what I'm saying, because it's not problematic at all. If it is, I'm sorry. Bad joke. Anyway, he said Prince is dead in 1984, which I think is crazy. Like, what do you, like, if Prince is dead, what are you doing? Watching TV. But still, like, I feel like comic books are still a massive thing. Newspapers are still a massive thing. Books are still a massive thing. Blah, 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 blah. So I think that's crazy to say in 1984. Especially when Prince is probably actually dead now. And then I also have just a funny line. Generally, you don't see that behavior in a major appliance. I don't know why. I thought that was really funny. They're talking about, like, how Zul has haunted her fridge. I don't know. I just thought it was a funny line. I wrote it down. Maybe it's not that funny. Or maybe it's funny in the movie. And then, this isn't a quote. Well, it is a quote from me. It's, hey, if I have bleep sound effects on this, I apologize. You're going to hear them. Maybe you'll just mute out and you can guess what I'm saying. No shit, that fucked ass building. Sorry. Let me take that again. No shit, that fucked ass building's haunted. And then, another quote from Sigourney Weaver when she's doing the apartment tour with Beckman. And that's the bedroom, but nothing ever happened in there. My comment on that is that, virgin. I don't know if that's the joke, but it's the joke in my head. And then she also says at the end when he is relentlessly hitting on her, she says, yes, we have the same problem, you. And then in all caps I said, diva, diver, diver. I'm sorry. The maid is trying to, sorry. You know what? If I just read the notes, will you get what I'm saying? Even though I had no context in the notes. Anyway, when they go to the hotel for the green ghost. Who cares? Waterpeck, who is the, like, villain of the show, I guess. He's the ringer, or redhead person. He kind of sexy. Now, is that because he's the only attractive person in the entire movie? Do I always find at least one adult man in every 90s movie or 80s movie attractive? Yes. Hey. They were picking hot over talent, and I miss it. Bring back hot men in cinema. Anyway, he's kind of sexy, but also, why is every time the EPA is featured in a movie, they're the villain? The Environmental Protection Agency. It's like, you're trying to protect the environment? When I say every movie, I do in fact mean Ghostbusters 1984, and also the Simpsons movie from 2009. Then I also have, in like the montage of when they're busy and successful and getting money, there's a part where one of them is having a dream about a sexy ghost, and my exact notes from that is dream sequence blowy is crazy, because it is crazy, and also maybe there's people outside and I'm facing directly at them because I'm sat at a weird angle where you can see all my sexy curves on my spine. I'm so sorry about that. And then right before she gets possessed and she gets groped in the chair, which is I don't like that scene, but anyway, before she says it, which is really funny in my opinion, what she says is, oh shit, just like that. And I thought that's funny. Again, I talked about Beckman already. Next week. Oh, and then when they get arrested after the big explosion because the EPA tries to shut them down, somehow they have all the blueprints for the building that they're about to go break into, luckily. So I said lucky they have the expositional blueprints when they got arrested. And then when they go into the building, for some reason, the entire city of New York is outside, and there's like a meter railing around it. So like the police obviously don't want people there. And then when the building starts crumbling, they nearly die. I'm pretty sure if you watch it, a guy does get hit, but they're obviously like foam rocks, so he wasn't meant to. But I think you can see someone get hit on the head, and it's really funny. Oh yeah, and then the demon dogs, obviously, that possess Sigourney Weaver and Lois. Love how I use an actor's name and their character's name. They possess them to find each other. They have sex, and then they unlink, and then they go back to being dogs again. Like, I kind of get, like, for the plot, I get it. But, like, logically, that doesn't really make sense in my head. And then when it's not Zul, it's the god of destruction or whatever. I said, yes, non-binary demon thing, serve. That's literally what I wrote. Because, yes, non-binary thing. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's meant to be canonically, they take the form of a woman, but used to be a man. But anyway, yeah. But for some reason they're in heels, but also a flat top for the 80s, which I thought was really funny. And I say Stay Puft probably has one of the better product placements in all of the movies I've seen. Like, well, I assume it's product placement. It would have to be, but like it's actual good plot and it's kind of funny and like I don't know. And this when capitalism was kind of fun. And throughout the whole movie, one of the plots is that they can't cross the streams, otherwise everyone will die. So they say, don't cross the streams, or cross the streams about 1,238 times, is my rough count. So I said, this is a direct quote from me. Let me just find it. They say, cross the streams a lot. Oh, sorry, let me read that properly. They say cross the streams a lot. Weird and gay. Very weird and gay. Because, hey, why are you talking about streams so much? And why do you want to cross them so bad? Sorry, I need to stop sniffling into the mic. And then, 10 minutes later, I said, oh, that was the boss fight. Because, they shot at her, she jumped out of the way. They shot at her again. She turned into the Marshmallow Man. They shot that again, and that was the end of it. I think I looked at my phone for 2 seconds and it was over. So, yeah, really underwhelming ending in my opinion. Oh my god, and then afterwards, like, there's marshmallow everywhere, and even in all their hair, and Sigourney Weaver has a big old chunk of it in her hair, and I'm like, and it's matted, it's crazy, that would suck to have to get that. I felt the need to write that down. Anyway, this is my final review after watching the movie. I said, if I think about it, lots of plot holes, and the plot moves too quick. But who cares, it was funny and vibey, surprisingly unproblematic for the time. 7 out of 10. I stand by that. 7 out of 10. Like, yeah, it was fun, but like, I honestly prefer Ghostbusters 2016, but that's because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. But yeah. I just realized I haven't been recording this entire time. The audio quality just significantly went down for the last 15 minutes, I'd say. I'm gonna blame that on the studio because I think they updated the or they changed like the recording software, and I've never used it before, and no one told me, and I don't know if the old one is still here. I couldn't find it, so I don't think it is. So yeah, we're gonna say that it cut out for some unknown reason, and let's hope it doesn't happen again. So if you see me, it's me staring at the audio recording. But luckily, since we're filmed, I kept all the footage. It just sounds bad. But anyway, back. What are we doing? Come on, this is why you're here. You know, producer's Paul still isn't back. Had to check he's not there. Sometimes he's just like is there, and you don't notice until he wants you to notice. Anyway, yeah, I'm asking you, what were we doing? I told you at the start. You were meant to remember. Yes, that's right. That is correct. We are doing a quiz. Now, for Ned, can you stop texting me when I'm doing the podcast? You know when I record. You know that I record every Tuesday at 3:30, and yet all of a sudden that's the only time you decide that you should message me? Oh, so your life doesn't exist until I'm recording the podcast, and then you have to tell me all about it? Okay, cool. No thanks. That's really useful and helpful for me. And no, I'm not censoring that bit out because you probably didn't hear it. I'm going to turn me down. I'm not going to sit. No, I think I'm good. Oh, also, I bought a new book just for the podcast. I spent like $6, so reimburse me, please. Yes, everybody send me $6. Yeah, topical topics is what type of bride am I and what podcaster am I. The reason these two are is because I feel like now that we do weekly episodes and it's filmed, I'm a proper 2025 podcaster. And also, obviously, last week was a wedding episode. The wedding is exclusively on audio platforms. So that's Spotify, ucfm.com, Apple Music, other weird ones that people apparently use. But from now on, I think exclusive, if there's anything exclusive, it's going on my YouTube channel. Not UCFM, don't tell them no. Yeah, so make sure if you don't already, please, me looking at my own YouTube. I could just put it up on the screen. I will put it up on the screen when I say it. Please follow Jasper Slaying. No, Jasper's Slaying, my bad. Yeah. It's really good, I promise. There's a sexy little photo of me, and then for when you are watching this, there'll be 2 episodes out. Yeah, please watch it. I would much rather you, like, obviously consume the podcast however you want. Consume it anyway. If you're watching on Reels, on TikTok, whatever, just please pay attention to me. Please pay attention and either follow all of them, watch it all. Watch it on YouTube, then listen to it on Spotify, listen to it again on Apple Music, then watch all the clips on TikTok and the other one, even though there probably won't be any clips until next week, because this episode sucks. My teeth look kind of white in the camera, so I'm smiling a lot more than I usually do. That's why I don't actually smile, by the way. Also, did you hear that noise when I tried to smile? No, you didn't, because I'm going to cut it. No, I won't. I don't have that much. Well, maybe I do. Who knows? I'm hoping to put more effort in this upcoming episodes. I would say this is season 2.0, 2.1, because we're trying hard. We're putting in effort. We love the podcast. Favorite thing on the planet at the moment. Anyway, so what quiz are we going to do? I feel like they are very loud outside my window right now. Like, why do they have to welcome people in at that door and not the front door of the studio? Like, hey, they should actively know I'm recording, but hey, because I'm not the real radio show, because I'm not the special, most important thing on the thing, who cares, right? That sounds a lot worse than it. Everyone at the studio is very nice. If you go to UC, do something with UCFM. Me advertising UCFM on a UCFM thing. Anyway, yes, we are doing I'm doing it on my phone, so I can screen record and put it. Sorry about that. So I can put it here. This is where it's going. See, I have a vision. Okay. Screen record. Okay. I think what podcaster is probably better. BuzzFeed. What podcaster are you? Yep, perfect. What podcast will we try next? No. You know, okay, what about what celebrity personality am I? Like, TV personality, but I think celebrity personality is a personality. Are you? Okay, we're gonna do, if you were a celebrity, who would you be? Or everyone has a celeb personality twin. Take this quiz to reveal yours. I'm gonna do this one because it's. Did you see where that was? Hang on. Did you read that? 19th of March. 19th of March. Got that? Perfect. It is by Elani, a community contributor. That is her profile of a flower. Coward. If this is bad, I'm going to find a photo of you, Elani. I will find you. I'm going to find your address. I do not want to log in. Anyway, you know a celebrity lookalike. Maybe you even want a lookalike contest for it. But do you know your celeb personality twin? Who do I look like? I look like Millie Bobby Brown in her Instagram profile picture compared to my Instagram profile picture. Or one of mine from a while ago. That's what I look like. See? My smile is so creepy. Oh my god. That's ugh. I'm never smiling again. Anyway, can y'all hear me still? Can you hear me? I don't want to. Hang on. Wait. I'm gonna move forward, but I don't want you to hear. That was seamless, and I'm very loud now. And you all thought this is going to be a 30-minute episode, I hope. Because I think we're at 30 minutes. No, we're at 28? 30? Maybe we're at 35. Ow! That just really hurt. I just hurt my elbow. I won't show you because I don't want to be taken off of YouTube for graphic content. But it really hurt. I can't suck in my chin fat and nobody look at my chin. Nobody look. Well, I can't see it then. We're talking about the star who has your exact sense of humor, who gives off the same cherry aura, who wears funky fits that could have come straight from your closet. If not, you're in luck. This quiz will tell you whether you're more of a Margot Robbie or Selena Gomez or someone else entirely with 100% accuracy. Ooh. She's either really, really confident or a bit sassy. Ooh, Ilani getting in with the sass. Just answer these 8 simple questions and preferences, and we'll let you know which actor or artist totally matches your vibe. Is your answer spot on? Give us the lowdown in the comments. All right, personality. Who do I match my personality with? Now, do I want to say Brittany Broski or Vanilla Mace? Yes. Or Trixie Mattel? Yes. I think I'm like, I want to say, I feel like people would think I'm a bit like Cardia, Trixie Mattel's friend. but I don't think I am. People think I give that vibe, but I don't give that vibe. I don't. Don't say that. I give Alex Consani if she was white. No, I don't. I give. Who is like me? No one like me. I'm like. Weird Al Yankovic. That who I am. Weird Al and me, twin flame. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Let me get this out of my system, and then I will promise I will never do it again for the rest of the episode. Tasty. Would you rather me do Taylor Swift and have it on my lips and then eat it while I'm singing Stay, Stay, Stay on the Fearless album? Is that what you want? Huh? No, you're so big and tough and you want to criticize me. Why don't you tell me about that? Why don't you tell me that that's what you want? Why don't you tell me that you want me to humiliate myself? Since you're all big and so much better than me, then you should just admit what you want to do. But you don't, do you? Because you're a pussy. Exactly. So calm down. Sit down. Anyway, first choose which of these personality traits sounds the most like you. Compassionate. Sony. Intelligent. Loyal. Adventurous. Talented. Friendly. I'm saying them in the volume that they're written. I would say that I'm talented. Have you met me? Have you met this sexy diva? Too bad there's not a hot, sexy, minxy little thing option. That's what I am. That's what I pick. I would say I'm not that compassionate. I used to be more compassionate, but not anymore. Also, I'm not very smart. I like to think I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. I'm not adventurous. I am not friendly. I'm trying to be friendlier, okay? I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to do all that stuff. Actually, I say I'm not friendly, yet I feel like everyone either doesn't talk to me or think they can give me their whole life story. You know what I mean? Like, either people don't really care about me or they fuck with me heavy. They are obsessy with Jesse. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people who are like, I barely know or don't know enough about what the information they're telling me about. Dude, like, how my lip gloss is gone because I've been talking too much. Anyway, like, the other day, someone who I'm friends with, and we're friends, but we both acknowledge that we're not, like, that close of friends, told me, like, their private stuff that was happening with them, and they were like, I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's like, because I'm hot, sexy, a face of the people, etc., etc. I'm gonna say, I'm loyal. I would say I'm pretty loyal, but I don't think that's my big trait. I'm gonna say, unironically, that I am talented. Actually, I do think I'm talented, actually. Hey, let's not beat around the bush. I'm good at some of the stuff I do. By the way, I could get a tissue, but then that's going to rub off my nose makeup for some reason. Even though I've said it 3 times. So yeah, that's why I'm not going to blow my nose. And also, I don't know where any tissues are. I have a napkin in my bag. That's it. Anyway, next. What's one of your faults? I don't know what one of my faults is, but I know what your faults are. Yeah. Again, big and tough. But all of a sudden, when I can call you out, when I call you introverted, perfectionist, apathetic, arrogant, too humble, too scared, all of a sudden, the nosebleeds are silent. All of a sudden. Anyway, what's one of your faults? Introverted, perfectionist, apathetic, arrogant, too humble, too scared. I love that being introverted is considered a flaw, like a fault. Like what? Now, I'm not introverted. I would say at most, I'm a extroverted introvert or something. I'm the one where I love being outside. I love being around people, and I get my energy from being around people, and I love it so much. And I love, but then sometimes, but I can't do that all the time. I need like a day or two by myself, completely alone, and then I can get back into it. But I prefer being around people. But I also love being alone. I'm in the middle. That's why I am. Anyway. Already did that one. Introverted, perfectionist. You've all watched this podcast. I think we can answer that one right now. Apathetic, arrogant, too humble, too scared. I feel like I'm too humble. Like me after saying I'm super talented. No, what am I arrogant? That is something I do battle with. Is that like I think it's something that all writers battle with. All writers feel the need to take into account their humility and whether or not they have enough, and whether or not that's a good thing to have as a writer, because being a writer requires a lot of self-confidence. But that is like an actual thing. Like in so many of my writing classes, because I'm doing a creative writing degree, they literally say a lot of writers are up themselves, but you kind of need to be. Right, like, for example, this podcast, I had to be arrogant enough to think that people would want to watch or listen to me yap for an hour. I would have to be arrogant enough to believe I could do this for an hour and do it well, which I have proven I can't. But yet I keep doing it because I reckon I can. I reckon I can get famous off this, so I'm trying to get famous off this, if you know what I mean. Also, by the way, I've decided I'm admitting that I want to be famous. Because, hey, obviously I want to be famous. Hey, obviously I want to be famous. Obviously. Duh. Oh, Jasper's humble. They just want to own a bookshop somewhere and be unknown by everyone. I want everyone to know me. And you know what? I'm doing a pretty good job. Ayo. What? That's the end of the episode. I'm done. I quit. Anyway, I'm not a perfectionist, and I would say even my perfectionist tendencies are for good. Like my writing, I'm perfectionist, and it's good writing. Why did I do that? So yeah, I'm gonna say arrogant. Now, what's your favorite color? Pink. For audio listeners, the other options were yellow, red, green, blue, and purple. How would your friends describe you? Warm, practical, inspiring, outgoing, unbothered, responsible. I want to ask Ned, but I don't want, because I don't know. I know I meant to decide this for myself, but you know what? No, I can't even be bothered. I just took a screenshot of it because I can't be able to type them out. Nobody read our messages or look at my camera. What is my... Ignore it, okay? Which one am I for podcast important? If you don't answer right now, I'll... Yeah, also yes, me and my two pinned things are both Ned on Instagram. And guess what? He's one of my pinned people on Messenger too. Because I hate him. And whenever I need to get anger out, I can just click on the top of my screen and get it out. Take it out on him. Anyway. Sorry. I forgot we were recording. So I just closed my phone. Okay. We're going to come back to it. What's your favorite animal? Liger, horse, badger, chicken, whale, dog. Okay. None of these. None of these are good. I will say, the Liger bomb is probably one of the better power bombs. I can't think of any horse wrestler moves. or badger wrestling moves. I do like a single arm chicken wing submission. That's a pretty good one. Also known as the Oscar lock. Whale, can't think of one. Dog, Road Dog humps the people he's gonna pin. That's his finisher move. That's how he beats people, is he butt fucks them. I'm gonna say the dog, for unrelated reasons. Just kidding, Road Dog is ugly, even back in the 90s. Which of these celebrities looks as your favorite? Okay, I get to criticize people now. Yes. Ryan Gosling at the 2024 Oscars, Anne Hathaway at the 2013 Oscars, Beyonce at the 2024 Grammy Awards, Selena Gomez at the 2022 Critic Choice Awards, Margot at the 2024 Oscars, Zac Efron at the 2024 Governors Awards. Okay, gonna rule out Zac and Ryan because I think suits are boring and we need to get rid of them on red carpets, especially like MTV, Oscars, blah 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 blah, Met Gala. Get it out. So I'm gonna say automatically not them. I do like the cut of Selena's. I don't know how I feel about the cape. I kind of need to see all of it together. Hang on. Do you love how instead of just not going on my phone, I may go on my phone part of the podcast? Okay, perfect. Okay, this is the full dress. Okay, boring. No way look at my search history. I remember Margot Robbie's meh Beyonce 2024. Ooh. Beyonce 2024 Grammy Awards. That's how you spell Beyonce, guys. Again, this is a very visual gag. Can you please watch on YouTube, at least just this segment? I might post this segment separately as well. 2024 Grammys. Okay, can I say something? I think Beyonce with the, white blonde is probably one of her worst looks. I love warm blonde, brunette, highlight Beyonce the best. Like what she's done for the majority of her career. I don't know. I don't mess with Cowboy Carter. So I'm not going to say that. It's kind of between Anne Hathaway and Selena Gomez, to be honest with you. Is 2013 when she won the Oscar for Best Actress. Where she won Best Actress for Les Miserables or whatever it's called, where she shaved her head. Yes, it is. Oh, nipple dress. I feel like, didn't she get slut shamed for it? Honestly, yeah. It is very old lady, especially with the haircut. But I prefer that. Has never responded yet. He has. No, he hasn't. Everybody shame Ned to message me back, even though this is a week later. Okay, we're going to say Anne Hathaway. Can I go back? Okay, I still haven't done this one. Hang on, let me annoy Ned again. Also, don't look at my... Wrong thing. If he doesn't answer... I don't really have any other friends. Hey, I'm really liberal. Hey, I can just cut it out, I guess. But yeah, I'm really liberal with just showing you all my Instagram messages. Anyway, almost done. Choose the profession you'd want the most: actor, singer, film director, comedian, fashion designer, CEO. Well, I'm already a comedian, so I don't want to be a double comedian. I would love to be a fashion designer. I would hate to be a CEO. I would love to be a singer, but I know that's not in my future. I would be an actor. I'm a great actor, great performer. Film director. My absolute dream, I think I've said this before, is to direct a film, star in the film, and write the film. But I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna say singer because that's what I want to do more. Like, I would rather be a singer than just an actor or just a film director, I think. Okay, last question. Choose your favorite movie. The Devil Wears Prada, High School Musical, Birds of Prey, La La Land, Obsessed, Hotel Transylvania. Immediately, La La Land and Obsessed are cut out because I haven't watched either of those. I've only watched Birds of Prey once and High School Musical once, so I'm going to cut them out. It's Devil Wears Prada. It's obviously Devil Wears Prada. I don't know why I went through process of elimination. It's Devil Wears Prada. Oh, I still haven't... Okay. Oh, so you can like my story and my Instagram reel, but you can't respond to my message in time. Oh, okay. So you just want to be a consumer. You don't want to be a part of the podcast. No, I get it. So next time you're like, oh, I should be a guest on the podcast, I'm going to give you the hard no. Go. I hate fake people like Ned. I was going to dox him. I hate people like Ned. I was going to say then his last name, then his address, but then I can't be bothered cutting that out. How would your friends describe you? I think they would describe me as none of these things. No, maybe inspiring, because every time people talk to me and tell me stuff, they tell me that I'm inspiring. Also, spoiler alert, but I got Anne Hathaway. You're humble, hardworking, and talented, just like Anne Hathaway. You're both funny and enthusiastic characters, and like her, you're brave and always try to be perfect in every way. First of all, the hell? The hell? I would not say that. I would not call me, Anne Hathaway. Also, I love how, like, oh, there's going to be a 30-minute episode, everyone. It's going to be really short. And then I proceed to do 30 minutes. But yeah, that's it. I'm Anne Hathaway. Ghostbusters 1984 was good. I'm sick. I'm sexy. Ned is a bastard, and we hate him and wish death upon him and his family. Mr. I'm too good to respond to someone within 5 minutes. Mr. I haven't been online for 20 minutes and probably out of class because it's 4 p.m. on a... No, it's 5 p.m. What is Diva doing at 5 p.m. on a Tuesday? What are you doing, Ned? Oh, so you were... Yeah, you were at home. You just told me about how you were at home. You nasty little bee. You hate me. Yeah, sorry, I just went silent and went on my phone. Yeah. Okay, I'm done, I guess. This is really anticlimactic. Climatic? Me doing podcast clips again? What did you just say? Climatic. One more time? Climatic. It's climatic. That's what I said, climatic. Climatic. Hey, none of those are right. Anyway, we're gonna finish again, and guess what? Another episode of Servant Facing into the Camera will happen right now. I was going to say that's another episode done or whatever. I'm deluded right now. That's how I feel. God. Again. Anyway, end of the episode. I'm been talking for too long. Bye. Okay, I just got cut off again. So I don't know when that cut off audio wise. So hopefully it's all here, but I know the outro won't be. Oh my god, I can hear myself echoing. It's crazy. So yeah, we're gonna redo the outro. So I did in fact forget to actually record an outro with the music. So let's pretend I just hit that. Bow, 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 bow.